Well, this is how you make laundry soap. First of all, you get yourself some, pardon me, excuse me. First you get some washing soap. On this particular case, I've got a 2-bar pack of Sunlight. You can use Fells Naphtha, you can use Zote soap, you can use Ivory. Ivory soap works well, it's got a nice smell. What you would do with that, you take 1 bar and you grate it with your grater on a plate. Then you would put that into a pot on the stove on low. You would boil the kettle, fill the pot up, and what you want to do is stir it until all that soap is dissolved into the water. Now, in the meantime, you would take 1/2 a cup of borax, and you would pour it into a pail. About 3/4 of the way full with water in there, and stir it up. Then you would take some washing soda. In this particular case, it's Arm & Hammer washing soda. You take 1/4 cup of that, and then stir it in with the water, the pail of water. So you've got 1/2 a cup of borax, 1/4 cup of washing soda, not baking soda, washing soda, and you mix it into a pail of water. Dissolve it. Don't just toss it in. Add it in slowly while you're stirring with a spatula or a big wooden spoon. And then when all your soap has dissolved into the pot of hot water that's on the stove, don't just walk away from it. Keep your eye on it. It doesn't boil over. You pour that into your pail of water. Okay, after I let it sit for 24 hours. After 24 hours, stirring that all up, you just let it sit for 24 hours, and it forms into a gel. And in this case, this is what we got here. This is after 24 hours. Bring this pail over here, and what you have is a gel. It's turned into liquid laundry soap. But it's more like a jello right now. In this particular case, it's more like a jello. Slimy, big mass of jello. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to blend it with my blender, and we're going to loosen up this jello effect that we have here. So let's get at that. We're liquefying the jello again. And you'll have to dig down there and bring up some of the jello that's at the bottom. We're going to want to, this is what I do anyways. I like to bring it back to more of a liquid state. You can stir it with a stick, the end of a broom handle even. Works well. But you can see this is taking on a smoother consistency. You can use your hand and arm like I'm doing right now. Get all that stuff, all the jello down at the bottom. And it is pretty thick stuff. Some people use just 1 bar of soap, and they double up on the washing soda. So instead of and the borax, so instead of having so in the other case, you just use 1 bar of soap, grind it up with there, and you add half a cup of washing soda and a full cup of borax. That will give you 2 pails of liquid laundry soap like this. I like to use just 1 bar of soap for 1 pail. I don't like to spread out too thin. I mean, after I've gotten this liquefied a bit better, you treat it the same way as you would any other liquid laundry detergent. Your load of clothes calls for 2/3 of a cup. Then you use 2/3 of a cup of this. Works well. You don't have to use static sheets no more. There won't be any more static in the dryer, so you've eliminated purchasing fabric softener. You can add a half a cup of white vinegar to your wash. That seems to fluff up the clothes in the dryer. That works well as well. You can add half an ounce, half a shot of essential oil to the spin cycle to give it a nicer smell. I've tried adding essential oils to the soap, and it doesn't really work that well. The soap tends to not have any more gel consistency, and I think with the gel, it's almost like a time release in your washing machine when it's gelled like this, as opposed to having a consistency of water. The gel seems to take its time in releasing the soapy agents that clean your clothes. So there it is. There's it's at the consistency that I want it. I didn't have to use the blender again. As you can see, it's not jello anymore, but it's not water. Got some soap in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decant this from this pail, and I'm going to put it in that container. I got a funnel hooked up to the container, so I'll have it watch me pour it and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay, so go ahead and try to make some for yourself. I find it, it saves on a lot of money, and it saves on carrying stuff home from the grocery store. Things can get pretty heavy sometimes. The water that you add in the pail and to the ground up soap there comes from the faucet that's already at home, You didn't have to carry anything anywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour this, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, just to save on some time, I'm almost done, and thanks for watching.